Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today with another video. Now in today's video we are going to look at this Covert M-65 jacket from the company Helikon Tex. And before we get too far, I would like to say thank you very much to the people at Helikon Tex who did provide this product for review. Now if you're not familiar with the company Helikon Tex, and chances are, if you're watching this video, you probably are, but if you're not, take a look at the Helikon Tex website where you'll see all their different lines. For example, they have the Outback line, the Bushcraft line, the Patrol, the Range line, and here you'll see a new product from their Urban series. So their Urban lineup having a number of different products that really fit that urban environment. Now, obviously, I'm in the sort of woodsy area today, but this jacket really is perfect for a number of different reasons. If you're not familiar with the M-65 jacket, well, a jacket of this style has a long history with the US military and also civilians. So the M-65 jacket style was an upgrade back in 1965. So M-65 meaning 1965. Well, this particular style was an upgrade to the M43 and M51, which were jackets created basically for the US military in World War II. Well, the M65 jacket being an upgrade for the Vietnam era. And a lot of people took these military style jackets and converted them to civilian use. So they did become very stylish for typical civilians, and that's exactly what we have here today. So an M65 style jacket that has tons and tons of features but looks good and is very sort of low key. So that's the idea with the Helikon Tex Urban series, giving you all the features you need for potentially law enforcement or tactical applications, but being that low key sort of gray man a little bit. Even though this has a bit of a military style, you would not necessarily know the features that are built into this jacket. And so with that, I have a whole bunch to show you, and if you're interested in seeing a little bit more about what I'm about to get into, do me a favor, stay tuned. And so that's the first thing you'll see with this Covert M65 jacket is it is made of a very nice material. Now, Helikon Tex utilizes some of their proprietary materials. Most specifically in this jacket, their VersaStretch and Dura Canvas material. This has been treated with a bit of a water-resistant exterior, so it will be pretty good in light rains. Now, I would say that after use, and I've been wearing this now for a number of weeks, as pretty much an everyday wear. I've been wearing it outside, wearing it to the office, and I've definitely come to enjoy this jacket. But what I would say is it's best for, realistically, late fall, early winter. Something like that. So your mid to late fall season and getting into early winter. You're not going to need it much beyond there, and you definitely, if you were getting into the deeper winter, would have to layer up. This does not really have anything in the way of insulation, but it's durable and it's thick and it cuts down on the wind, and it has a little bit of that water resistant exterior. So if you're looking for something that's going to be a nice heavy feeling jacket, but without, I would say, too much in the way of insulation, this might be the perfect jacket for you. And I definitely like the style. I think this style is something that I would not have originally gravitated towards, but now it really does kind of fit my personality. So at this point, I definitely enjoy it. I like the overall fit. I like how it fits my body. I like how it fits my arms and the overall size. And that's important to pay attention to. This jacket on me, and I am 6'1", I have pretty long arms, is considered to be a men's medium. That's the first thing you're gonna need to know, that, you know, realistically, I would typically be a large, but this is a US men's medium. So when it comes down to the size, you definitely wanna look at their sizing charts, and you wanna pick your size carefully. But as you can see here, this definitely has a nice cut. As you look at my arms, the sleeve length is perfect, and I like a piece of equipment that doesn't have too much in the way of extra fabric or material. So when my outerwear is reasonably tight and it fits me well and has a good form factor, I definitely enjoy that, and that's definitely the case here with the Covert M65 jacket. Now as we take a look at this, you'll see that it does have the classic styling, and that's the thing. This is a classic jacket, a classically styled jacket, going back to that military look. So it does have these oversized buttons. Now for me, it's kind of hit or miss. I find that I really don't button these up, and it's a little bit of a nuisance. Now, these aren't terrible to work with. They're not too bad, and actually they work pretty easily. But for me, really where this has the zipper easily running up and down, now being YKK zippers, but also the buttons, you do have a couple of different options on how you go about closing this up. So for me, if I was going to use the buttons, realistically, I probably wouldn't go too far beyond here, because I do usually like to leave just the top of my jacket open. But if you had to, you could definitely button this up, and it can go all the way up around your neck. So if you're really looking to cut down on the wind or cut down on rain, this can do it, and you can get this tidy all the way up and around your neck. And you'll notice it does have a good high collar. So this is going to give you good protection again from the wind, from light rains, and even maybe light snow. But again, this doesn't have anything in the way of insulation. So it's a good form factor, nice and slim, but it still gives you the protection that you need. Now, as I mentioned, these are YKK zippers. And one thing, and I don't know what's going to happen, I hope I don't break this. This is supposed to be breakaway zippers, which if you see, now I just pop that open. Well, I can take this now, run it back down, and zip it back up. Well, why is that useful? Again, this has tactical purposes built into it. So imagine yourself in a sketchy situation. If you are carrying your concealed weapon and you needed to get to that, well, you can get to it nice and quick, get to your weapon, and you're on the move. You don't need to fiddle around with zippers. Now, of course, that's going to be a little bit of an issue for you if you have this buttoned up. But if you were getting into a situation or thought you may be getting into a situation, you just leave yourself prepared. Maybe you don't exactly button this all the way up. You simply zip it as far as you need to, and then you're reasonably prepared. That's one of the first tactical features built into the Covert M-65 jacket. But as we continue to go through this, pockets galore. This thing is absolutely loaded with pockets. You'll see everything from the outside. You end up with these nice sized chest pockets. These are gusseted so they can expand, but they also sit down nice and flat if there's nothing in them. I like that a lot. And then the other thing is you end up with these nice large pockets on the front. Now, all of these are secured with buttons. Again, this is a little bit difficult for me, and it's fine, and I like the style, and it's that classic look, but I do find that where you end up with your storm flap over the top of your buttonholes, it does make it just a little bit cumbersome, and it would take some practice. And I find my fingers are a little bit large and have a hard time getting in there to manage these buttons. But other than that, you can leave these open. They're not really like hand warming pockets, but they definitely do the job. You get doubled up material here, so it's a little bit thick and provides good wind resistance. So if you had to keep your hands warm, that's about perfect. Now, for me personally, I do typically like pockets more towards the side, but I found for this jacket, this actually looks the part, feels the part, and that's pretty comfortable. So if you're just kind of hanging out and you want to warm your hands up, that works mighty nice. But also, here you'll see, behind here, these actually have Velcro, which is awesome. And these are, again, some more pockets right back here where you can put a number of different things. Maybe you want to carry some spare magazines. If, again, you're getting into a situation and you're trying to be prepared, well, that's certainly a place you could do it. Maybe you want to put your cell phone or put your wallet. I mean, for me, personally, taking my cell phone, getting it out of my jeans pocket, and kind of sliding it back there, that might be kind of nice. And as you look, it does fit nice and slim. It's not bulging, it's not sticking out at all. Very easy to get to, no problem. And you're on your way. So these pockets here, and again, you have them on both sides. Nicely done and well thought through. I'm glad these ones have the Velcro and not the buttons. Now on the front left sleeve, here you'll see another small zippered compartment right there. That's pretty cool. Now this isn't overly large, but it's a decent size. And in fact, for me, if I was to take my wallet, I could actually pretty much fit my wallet in there. Now it's tight and you need to maneuver it. However, theoretically, I can. It's a little bit awkward. I'm just giving you a size comparison. What I would probably realistically do, which might work even a little bit better, is not carry something like a wallet, but rather my truck keys. That to me is pretty easy. Well, that's right there. It's out of the way. It's easy to get to. It's actually on my perfect dominant hand the way I need it. So grabbing with my dominant hand and putting them back. So I don't know exactly what the purpose of this pocket is, but it's nice that it's there, and you can definitely make use of it if you're interested in that. And as we work our way down the sleeves, you will see that the cuff has those same sort of buttons, and you do have the ability to adjust it a couple of different ways. So I found for me that personally, I do like to have it a little bit more room, so I have it kind of as open as you can, but you can also cuff these down pretty tight if you want. Now again, these buttons for me are just a little bit awkward, but once you get used to them, they're not too bad. And again, that tightens up your cuff to the point where now you have a little more wind resistance, you're getting more protection from the rain, and you're really tidying this up. And it makes just a little more warmth, but a little less ventilation. So depending on what you're trying to do, you could go either way. And so also on the elbows, you'll see that these sleeves are reinforced. So doubling up on material in some of those wear points. And that's just a nice little attention to detail. And as we work through the rest of the exterior of the jacket, here you'll see just a little bit of style. So sort of that classic look, the buttons on the shoulder and the strap. There's probably a technical name for that I should be aware of, but I forget, and I just don't know. But looks cool. Looks the part, has that military style to it. And in the collar, this has a concealed hood. And this is a two-way zipper, which unzipping it there and unrolling the hood, here you will see you do have the ability with some shock cord to cinch this down pretty quick, pretty easy, not a big deal. And it has a little bit of a visor. Now, you can adjust this a little bit with a shock cord right in the back, which is going to help your visibility. So if I'm not wearing my hat, but I want to use this hood and still retain my peripheral vision, you can definitely do that. So this hood is capable of being molded directly to your head, where you end up with the protection that you need, yet still perfect visibility, and you know that's coming into play if you get yourself into a little bit of a jam. So overall, a nice feature, good to have it in this jacket. Now I haven't had to use the hood too much, and I haven't had this out in real significant rains, so I haven't really tested it in terms of the overall like water resistance and how much heavy rain you could take. So I can't give you too many data points on that, but bottom line is you do end up with that water resistant exterior and a nice hood. And on the inside of the jacket, the features keep on coming. So on this side, you'll see that if we open up this bottom pocket, well, in here, there are actually some sleeves to hold some ammunition. So if you have spare magazines, this will hold 2, and it's a good size pocket. So fairly large, has the ability to probably put some gloves, put your wallet, put your phone, maybe even put your firearm if you needed to. So if you're concealed carry and you want to keep it inside your jacket, you certainly could. It'd probably be flapping around just a little bit, but I bet you could do it. And on this side, the same exact thing. Now you'll notice that I have put a flashlight. So if you're like me and you typically EDC a flashlight, well, this might work for you. So this is your typical 18650 sized battery flashlight, and if you look here, it fits perfectly in these little magazine pockets. Now again, these sleeves here, there are 2 of them, but this flashlight fitting perfect. So even if you're somebody that doesn't really rock a firearm or need this for concealed carry, well, there's definitely plenty of uses for these pockets, and the fact that this jacket is built out like this is absolutely great. And up top here, you'll see one of their key features on this M-65 jacket. In this upper pocket here, this has another sleeve. Well, lo and behold, what is this? You do have the ability to unzip this and remove it, and once you do that, you have yourself a small concealed carry pouch with a strap. So this, in theory, can be fully loaded out if you need to. It can then be used for a concealed carry pouch where you can put all your belongings. If you wanted these to be nice and low key, inside you'll see this does have some mesh dividers and a nice size pocket, and you can take this and actually slip it down into your waistband where it's a little more concealed. So again, if you're getting yourself into a sketchy situation and you're a little bit nervous, well, you can take your valuables, get them tucked away, and know that they're in there nice and protected. But again, once you're done, simply removing it, and this goes right back inside that pocket. So again, Helikon Tex thinking of a number of different ways where this could come into play, adding the features so that you have what you need while you're out there. And this particular pocket is very, very large. So if you look at the overall size, this pocket going pretty far down, and you can see the stitching here. That stitching does outline the pocket. So a very large pocket here, capable of holding a good number of things. Again, you could put gloves, you could put paperwork, your wallet, your phone, anything you need, and including this little concealed carry pouch. And so if you've been watching my channel, you probably realize I am a big fan of Helikon Tex apparel and gear. Their stuff is great. I have yet to have a single product from Helikon Tex that I didn't like. That includes pants and jackets. That includes their backpacks. There's a number of things from Helikon Tex, and I'm even wearing one of their hats, and I like this too. So Helikon Tex to me is a company that's paying attention to the details. They have some great ambassadors working for them, and they're a company that is really at the heart of it a family-owned business. I see their quality in their products, I see their price point being excellent, and they're always looking to innovate. So if you're looking for a good quality product, I can definitely say if you haven't tried Helikon Tex gear, I strongly suggest it. And so, all right, guys, there you have it. A look at this Covert M-65 jacket from Helikon Tex. Again, I'd like to say thank you very much to the people at Helikon Tex for providing this for review. And as I mentioned, a company that I've greatly enjoyed. So this M-65 jacket being no different. I think this is loaded with features that will definitely help you while you're out there, whether it's that urban environment or even for me today, just out here enjoying the outdoors. This jacket has a clean look, nice and classy and classic, has that military style fit with that urban capability. So all in all, something I can say I definitely recommend. So all right, guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you found it a little bit informative. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.